We at Startup Streams have created a 30-day, 4-part guide to start your own business when you are too busy working a 9-to-5 job. Are you too strapped for time to start a business? Well, we don't think so. Listen to this episode of the Serial Entrepreneur Podcast to find out why.
The Serial Entrepreneur Podcast, hosted by Startup Streams CEO Eddie Eastman.
Typically, if you are someone in a 9-to-5 job role and dreaming of a passive income, whereby you aren't paid hourly and can even make money whilst you sleep, it is difficult to get out of the daily routine which takes up every waking minute and leaves you too tired to do anything productive in your time off. That said, it is small, incremental baby steps which pushes you in the right direction when you are feeling unmotivated or overwhelmed to start a business. A small amount of progress each day is better than no progress at all. Every journey begins with a single step. Escaping a full-time job generally looks like this. Your 9-to-5 job fuels your side hustle fuels investment into assets, and then your assets replace your 9-to-5 income. Therefore, to replace your 9-to-5 income, you need to focus solely on your side hustle. Setting aside time for your side hustle can be a challenge itself and is where a lot of people fail. This is why we have created this 30-day plan whereby you would only need to set aside approximately 15 to 20 minutes a day to set up, launch, manage and develop your side hustle. In our case, a ready-to-grow Startup Streams business for sale. Of course, you can complete many of these tasks in one sitting if you'd prefer to work on your side hustle business at the weekend or during the holidays. For your 15 minutes a day, make sure you find a comfortable and quiet place where you can work undisturbed. This is the time of day when you work on your personal goals, so you need to take yourself seriously and be strict with your ability to focus. So grab yourself some liquid caffeine, work when and where it is quiet and switch off everything else from the outside world. Get wired in.
You are tuned in to the Startup Streams Serial Entrepreneur Podcast with Startup Streams CEO Eddie Eastman.
The following template is based on best practices and popular low-budget marketing methods. Do only treat this as a customizable template, as everyone has different marketing budgets, skill sets, and experience. So, let's get to it. Day 1. It's time for you to come up with a catchy business name. A memorable name is important as it allows you to say what you are all about and helps people to think of your company unprompted, and it is what your business's first impression will be based on. You can choose an obscure, short one-word name like Google, or a keyword-rich name like Keto Guides Online, as a few examples. Make sure the name you choose is available as a domain name and is untaken on social media accounts like Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. For more top tips about choosing the best business name, listen to our 2-part podcast guide about picking the best business name. You can listen to the Startup Streams podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Google, Amazon Music, or at startupstreams.com. Day 2. Buy a domain name. You need to acquire your prime digital real estate. A .com domain name is preferred in the US, but you may wish to choose any of the hundreds of other domain extensions to help you to differentiate yourself from the competition. With Shopify, our favorite e-commerce platform, you can either buy the domain name straight from your store, or you can buy from your favorite domain host like GoDaddy and link to the store. Day 3, read our support pack. Our support pack is a great resource to help you understand how Shopify works. If you didn't know already, Shopify is the e-commerce platform all Startup Streams stores use. It would be better to read this early on in a 30-day plan, which is why it's today's task. It gives you a basic understanding of your store and to make yourself familiar with how to operate your store's admin area and the marketing resources included, which you can refer to at a later stage.
You are listening to the Startup Streams Serial Entrepreneur Podcast with Startup Streams CEO Eddie Eastman.
Day 4. Change your store settings. If you're a Startup Streams customer and we've already sent you the invite to your store, this is when you would change the store settings. Today's time is allocated to making sure that the back end of your store is set up correctly. you'll need to change items like the store home address and tax settings. So head to the store's admin area and make your way through each of the sections to make sure the information is correct and suited to your place and country. Day 5. Write a short about page. Your about page is the second most visited store on your website when you first set out. This is because potential customers wish to know who they're buying from and they want to make sure that you're a trustworthy store to send payment to for goods. Make sure you include some quick background information. You need to show that you're passionate about your niche and leave a name and contact email to make sure that you're accessible. A welcoming, professional photo of you wouldn't go amiss either. Day 6. You need to add your privacy, terms and refund policies with your Startup Streams Shopify store. The great thing with Shopify is that you can use the Shopify template terms and privacy policies, and you can delete or add to it as you see fit. Make sure you have a refund policy too, as some marketing channels like Facebook and Google won't permit you to sell without them. Again, Shopify provides a copy and paste template. The refund policy can be as you see fit. You can choose to offer no refunds, partial refunds, or a 30-day guarantee, no questions asked refund. Make sure you also copy and paste each of the terms, privacy and refund policies and paste it into a dedicated page to appear on your website. This is so that customers can see this information before checkout. Make sure you also add these pages to your store's navigation section. And that takes us to day 7. To continue listening to find out the next 23 steps, make sure that you subscribe to the Startup Streams Serial Entrepreneur podcast on your favourite podcast platform, or by visiting startupstreams.com right now.
Thanks for listening. Listen to more episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and at startupstreams.com right now.